Am I the asshole for not letting my friend's husband come to my Galentini's party? Backstory. One of my 29 best friends, 32 got married last spring. Since she got married, we do mostly group hangouts with her husband, 38 my partner, and some other friends. Which is totally fine and fun. Now, I have a Galentini's party every year for my girlfriends. Usually about 4 or 5 of us, and we all bring an appetizer and have wine, play some games, etc. I texted the group to let them know and everyone responded. My friend messaged me privately to say that if her husband can't come, she can't come, and asked if he could come with her. I normally would welcome him, but no one else's husband or boyfriends will be there, and it just isn't that kind of party, lol. I told her that no one else's partners would be there, and she said that since being married they're a package deal and only attend things together. I told her I respected whatever arrangements they had in their marriage, and if she wasn't able to attend, I understood. However, a few days later a mutual friend told me that they'd talked, and she said she was hurt by the fact I wouldn't invite him and felt I was being rude. I do plan to talk to her about it, but just need some feedback from Reddit. Edit. A few words. Edit number 2. Because a lot of people ask, this party is held on the 13th, not on Valentine's Day. Edit number 3 to add. Thanks everyone who has taken the time to respond. I had a lot of anxiety about this. I knew I had done the right thing in my head. But then I second-guessed myself. Now I feel good in the boundaries I set. Edit number 4. Galentine's Day. A day to celebrate female friendship, similar to Valentine's Day but for friends instead of romantic partners. It's often celebrated on February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. It's for all female friendships and not just singles. It's literally the one thing that's about supporting female friendships, lol. Read the room, no boys allowed. Why talk to her about it? Or if you do, don't expend much energy on it. Keep it simple. This is a girls' get-together. I respect the rules you've created for your marriage, but partners are not invited. If you change your mind, you're welcome to come. But otherwise we'll miss you. There is nothing else to say. Woman shrugging, light skin tone. Don't over-defend, over-explain. This is a boundary she has created for herself. You are fully not the asshole on this. It's literally called Galentini's Day. This girl's relationship ideas are terrifying. Are you planning it on Valentine's Day? I only ask because I would understand being together for that. That is ridiculous that she cannot attend a girls' night because she is married. But it is even more ridiculous that she expects all of you to no longer have girl nights because she wants to bring her husband. What the fuck? Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Girl time is healthy. Same with guy time. Getting married doesn't eliminate individualism completely unless you want a slow train to toxicity and divorce. Your house. Your party. Your rules. It's not as if you haven't hosted this party in the past and the expectations aren't known. Not the asshole. My wife has a group. I know them. I've hung out with all of them. They're doing a big trip for wife's birthday. I want to go. They said I could go. I would be the only significant other on the trip. I am not going by my choice. I cannot imagine the level of control one must feel the need to exert to tell their spouse you can't go anywhere without me. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my friend's birthday dinner after they didn't invite me to theirs? So, here's the situation. I'm 18 and I've been friends with Anna since high school. We've always been close and I thought we had a solid friendship. Recently, it was her birthday and she invited a bunch of people, but I didn't make the cut. No big deal, I told myself, maybe she just wanted a smaller gathering or something. Fast forward a couple of weeks, and it's my birthday. I invited a group of friends, including Anna, to dinner at a nice restaurant. We all had a good time, and I made sure to cover my own part of the bill since everyone else was paying their share. The thing is, when the bill came, Anna tried to convince me to pay for her dinner too, saying something like, "You should treat me, since I didn't get you anything for your birthday." I was caught off guard. I mean, she didn't even invite me to her birthday celebration, and now she's asking me to cover her dinner because of some weird guilt trip? I told her that wasn't fair and I wasn't going to pay for her meal. She got upset and started saying that I'm being petty and I should just let it go since it's just one dinner. To be honest, I feel like she's totally out of line. Am I the asshole for standing my ground and refusing to pay for her dinner? She's not your friend and it's weird. Why should you pay for her dinner at all? She didn't pay for yours. You weren't even invited to her dinner. She sounds awful. So her idea of a birthday gift for you is for you to pay for her dinner? What kind of twisted logic is that? Not the asshole. Not the asshole, and why is she making a fuss over this? After all, it's just one dinner. Not the asshole, she doesn't view you as a friend, just an ATM. At your birthday dinner she wanted you to pay for her meal? Sure, you invited them out but everyone was paying for their own meal. If anything, she should have paid for your meal. Definitely not your friend. If she wanted a free meal, she should have stayed home. Not your responsibility. Normal people go. I didn't invite you to my birthday, let me pay for your meal to make up for it. Weirdos who treat you like ATMs go. As a reward for not including you, buy me things, loser. Anyways, kick her out of the friendship circle. Am I the asshole for giving my daughter a car but her sisters no car? When my daughters turned 15, I made each of them a promise that if they didn't go around our backs and secretly smoke, until they turned 21, I would buy them a car, within reason, obviously. Our oldest Haley, now 25, broke that promise when she was 16 when we caught her smoking. Cynthia, now 23, broke that promise when she was 18, but later admitted that she had already tried it when she was 17. Both them, fortunately, don't smoke anymore. When it happened we were disappointed and somewhat mad, but we talked about it, again, about the risks. We realized we couldn't really stop them if they wanted to. They didn't seem that upset about the promise, and probably thought I wasn't serious. But our youngest, Jennifer, now 21, never smoked. She was honest about this and her sisters also said Jennifer never smoked. After she turned 21 she came to me to talk about the promise. While I was hesitant, I wasn't going to break a promise I made to her. So I bought her a car. This did not go over well with Haley and Cynthia, who argued it was really unfair. And they are now really mad at me. Their mother, my now ex-wife, also said that I shouldn't have bought Jennifer a car. Am I the asshole? Not the asshole. It seems the facts aren't in dispute. No one is contending that Jennifer secretly smoked, and no one is contending the wording of your promise. It just seems that some of your daughters don't like the consequences of their actions. You would be the asshole to Jennifer if don't keep your promise. To break your promise would be showing favoritism to Haley and Cynthia. You set out the clear terms of a contract. One child saw fit to follow the arrangement and earned the reward. Good for her. Don't think of it as buying a car for one but not the rest. You gave each child the exact same opportunity. You treated them equally. Not the asshole. Not the asshole obviously. Usually these kinds of stories go awry when the condition for the gift is applied ex post as an ad hoc justification. You clearly articulated that not smoking is the price of the car. The first two did not meet that condition, but the third did. There is no issue here. To deal with your wife, ask her if it is more fair to deny Jennifer a car, which would break your promise, or to piss off your other daughters. Someone is going to get mad either way. Might as well take the option that's more fair. My parents repeatedly threatened my BR9 there with consequences and made me promises of rewards. He never got the consequences of his mistakes and I never actually got rewarded when I did well. Now I've been in years of therapy working on my family relationships and my brother is a felon who can't support himself. Following through on your word is so important. What a weird promise. Not the asshole. All three kids knew the promise. All three of them agree that only one of them met the terms of the promise. What was the purpose of the promise if you weren't going to keep it? You didn't even need to hesitate. You told all three children a clear path to getting a car. One accomplished it, why wouldn't she get a car? If you had broken your promise, she'd never trust you again rightfully. So now her sisters think you should break a promise simply because they also knowing the promise didn't benefit from it? Am I the asshole for not agreeing to work for free on my partner's rental property business? My partner and I have been together for 3 years. During this time I have helped him on remodeling some of his rental properties and other property management tasks. He helped me repair my home after a major flood incident. I would say up until this point, our work-for-work exchange has been fairly equal to slightly tipping the scale in his favor. He recently decided to completely gut and remodel one of the rental homes. This project is expected to take 6 months or more. We anticipate remodeling several of the properties over the next few years. This is going to be a significant time and labor investment. We have talked about marriage and what a prenup might look like. He has been clear in that he wants to keep his rental properties as separate property if we were to get married. He has even gone as far to say that he would want the rental properties even separate from me in his estate planning, will, and that everything would go to his siblings. This has been alarming to me and quite hurtful. I understand he doesn't want to lose assets in the event we divorced, but I truly don't understand the estate side of things. This detail makes a difference because we have a 13-year age gap and he would likely pass before me. I have told him that if he wants to keep the rental business separate, that's fine. But I will no longer be volunteering my time to his business. Basically that I won't be his free labor slave girl to enrich him and his family. If he wants me to come work on remodeling the properties he will need to pay me as if I am an employee. I told him my pay rate would be $20 an hour. I have also suggested he call on his family to come help him. I am firm on this boundary right now. He is becoming resentful of my position on this. He believes that me helping him benefits both of us. I have asked him how it benefits both of us and he really can't quantify how it benefits me in any way. We have totally separate finances. I am on board to be a partner and teammate, but what he expects doesn't really look like a partnership to me. So, am I the asshole for not agreeing to work on his rental property business for free? Not the asshole. Does he expect your house would remain solely as your asset? Just curious. It sounds like he doesn't really view you as an equal partner, if he would leave his assets to his siblings, in your marriage. This is something I would really want to discuss and agree on before marriage. Wow, he sounds madly in love with you, huh? Not the asshole, he's using you and thinks you're going to screw him over because he is screwing you over. Do you see why it makes sense to him not to trust you? Because he knows you shouldn't trust him. He's projecting. Not the asshole. If you move in together or get married, this will be your life. Not the asshole, he has basically told you that you get nothing from these properties. I can understand a few hours here or there for your partner, but that is not what he is asking of you. Why would you waste your time on them? He wants to leave the properties to family, then family can use their time to assist in the renovations. Not the asshole. Good luck to him on getting someone to do construction work for $20 an hour. Your boundaries are completely reasonable and totally understandable. Why would you put all that time and effort into his investments when, if something happens to him or your relationship, you walk away with nothing after all your hard, free work? That's crazy. He's resentful of your position because it calls out his selfishness and narcissism. Stand strong. Not the asshole. I think your request is 100% reasonable and provides you with motivation to assist your partner with his properties. He's trying to have his cake and eat it too, and to benefit from your unrecognized free labor. Your boundary is reasonable. If he's going to maintain 100% ownership of these properties until he dies, and then will pass them to other members of his family, how are you benefiting at all?